Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. Previously, it turns out that Bud was the one holding the egg. He passed it on to Aurora in an attempt to bring a smile to her face. Now, one step closer to their goal, Layton and the others can move on and continue their adventure elsewhere. Yes, we can. We're probably not going to. There's still a lot to see here in the city of San Grio, and I think we'll be checking out new entries in the World Times as well. So, let's check out this hotel. There's some strange stuff to look at here with the hotel clerk, but what's going on with this nice lady? I knew it! I am so glad I did not click on you at the end of the last video. Oh my goodness. Well, hello again! Hello, Martine. What are you doing here? Did you manage to book a room? Oh, if only. The truth is, I was hoping to book a particular suite, but the receptionist said it is already booked for the week. That's very unfortunate. Oui, vraiment. But when there were so many people coming and going all the time, how can they even keep track? Are we gonna steal the room? No. Be my guest. Taking a look at this hotel's guest book, you see that 13 guests checked out on the 28th, and 16 guests checked in. 25 guests stayed there that night. On the 17th, 19 guests checked out and 11 checked in. On the 26th, 12 guests checked out and 18 checked in. Finally, on the 25th, 15 guests checked out and 14 checked in. How many guests were staying at the hotel on the night of the 24th? Well, this sure is a whole lot of math. How wonderful. Well, time to make this all white. Yeah, and then I'll just chart out a bit of this. As long as I take it slowly, I'm sure I'll come to a reasonable conclusion. Right? Right. 9 plus 16, 9 plus 16... 25. Yeah! Yeah, okay. I think I cracked it. There were 25 people staying there on the 24th, same as on the 28th. Okay, so let me break down my logic here. So, I charted out everything in a very clearly visual way. The red text is subtraction, and the green text is addition, and the blue text is sums. So, I know exactly what gets subtracted and added from the total amount of guests on each day. So, for the 24th, the solution we're trying to find, I just guessed a number and worked from there. I tried 30 guests staying there and followed the math, like 30 minus 15 is 15, plus 14 is 29, and so on and so forth. That didn't quite work out. I think I landed at 30. Which is not 25. So I subtracted 5 from 30 and followed the math again, and it wound out perfectly. I think there were 25 people staying there. That is my answer.
Upon careful consideration...
Yeah!
Logical thinking is essential in my line of work.
Yeah! Check you out! 25 guests stayed there on the 24th. The 24th of December, in fact. Which means there may have been another visitor at some point as well. Santa! I love Santa Claus so much. The whimsy is eternal. Some rooms here seem to always be booked, while I am sure there are others that stay empty. It is very frustrating. You don't suppose the empty ones are haunted, do you? That would explain why no one wants to take them. Nothing so sinister. I would imagine they are simply unaffordable. Odd. Why not simply reduce the price to accommodate more customers? Because, monsieur, high prices are the best way to attract the no-view rich. Rich? Rich, eh? The wealthy are drawn like moths to a flame. Sounds like an extravagant waste of money to me, not that it matters much to them. There is one rumor going around about a man who always takes the most expensive room in the hotel, and I think I know who it is. Now you've piqued my interest. Who might that person be? A very suave and passionate gentleman in pink. When I locked eyes with him, my heart, it skipped a beat, but only one. Aldous. That has to be Aldous, right? A sweet, sweet suits me the most, I think. Oh, say that 5 times fast. I'm not going to. I've had enough of tongue twisters for one game. Right, so this lady, we spoke with her at the end of the last video. She gave us 3 options. What are these? What is the curious suite? Oh, I'm sorry, my treasure, but you don't have the ticket for that room. I can't let you stay in there if you don't have the ticket. Oh. I don't think I have any tickets, but I may as well check. How about surreal? You know, I'm starting to get the feeling this may require actually putting in the physical DS cartridges for these games into the 3DS. And I can't do that. No, sir. Ah, that's a shame. Well, I'll keep it in mind if something comes up. Who knows? Maybe we will find a ticket along our travels. Anyway. Oh, it's Macaw. Without his friend. Well, co-worker more like. But first... Poponio cake, oh Poponio cake, your flavor of berry will make us all merry. Your flavor of lime is oh so sublime. Now don't be suspicious, they're all quite delicious. I can hardly deny it and I beg you to try it. Poponio cake, oh Poponio cake. With marketing like that, I cannot resist. Ah, hola again. You caught me in the middle of my little cake ditty. Hee hee. Did it make you hungry? No. Oh, wait, I do feel hungry. Here, have a cake then. You can eat it while gazing out at the sea. Cake and a great view make the perfect combo. Should I have tea as well? Luke always says that you can't have cake without tea. Whatever floats your boat. We're all about sharing happiness here, after all. In that case, I'll share my cake with Luke. Thank you. That's sweet. Like cake. Where did that fool run off to this time? I'm already sick to the back teeth of this tourist town. Well, I'm glad he's suffering. Villains should have a bad time. It's only right. We spoke with, what's her name, Allison? Emily. I was kinda close. No, I wasn't. My darling Chelms has a most awful sweet tooth. I wonder if another one of those honey-filled Poponio cakes will satisfy his cravings. Ooh. Honey-filled pastry. Yum. I've had plenty of honey-glazed pastries in my time, but I don't think I've ever had honey-filled. Aye, 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 the sun's really beating down today. How can you stand the heat in all those layers? Perhaps we didn't come as prepared as we thought. Well, that's no good, is it? You should get some lighter clothes, loosen up a bit, and have some fun. How about you, Senorita? Up for some beach volleyball later tonight? Oh, I'd love to. But I should warn you, I've been told my serves are vicious. I can believe that. Great, you think you could help me coach mi amigo here? I can try. Nose to nose too. Oh, this again so soon. Right. Oh boy, yeah, as before, it's looking like the same strategy of, getting the ones farthest away from their homes is the best place to start. Something's gone wrong in the middle of these sea lions' performance, and they're all juggling their wrong balls. The sea lions' bows show which ball they should each have, and it's up to you to get each ball to its rightful nose. Yeah. Adjacent or next one along from that. Same rules, same rules. Okay. In that case, let's get you over here. And that. 22 moves left, huh? It's a lot, but not as much as I'd like, to be sure. Okay, that's freed up quite a bit of space for us. I'm getting sloppy here. I need to be very careful with my next moves. I think I'm close, though. Here we go. I'm feeling it. Yeah, 4 moves to spare. Look at that.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
I think I'm kind of good at that puzzle.
All in a day's work.
I wonder what the most efficient move is. You've got the seal of approval. Now all the balls are on the right noses. The show can get started once again. Hey, Senorita, you've got the gift. Sure you don't want to become an instructor? It was a nice experience, but I much prefer to get in on the action myself. Claro, makes sense to me. Next time you're here, I'll get the guys together and we can have a match. I wonder... there's gotta be like some explanation for what's gonna happen. Emmy began this game saying this would be her last ever adventure with the Inspector. That feels bad to me. What if some time portal opens and she travels back to the past to live among the Azran, and she makes sure that everything's set up just right so the professor and company can go on this adventure in the first place? I swear I've read a time travel story or two that was just like that concept. Anything else? Sea lions are naturals at volleyball. You probably don't even need to train them. Hello, hello! Enjoying the sun, the sand, the sea breeze? Of course you are! And to remember your trip, how about a Paponyo? Oh, I like the look of that one. Aha! I see you have an eye for quality. That's our limited edition Talking Paponyo action figure. It comes with a free diorama. Now, I don't always do this, but for you, I'll slash the price in half. How does that sound? Oh ho! It is well made, but it looks a bit scuffed on the bottom. How about you sweeten the deal a bit more, Then, I'll throw in another one, completely free of charge. Deal. I'll be taking the second one then. Hooray! You're a good bargain hunter, Emmy. I think she just got something free, while Luke had to pay for something, and Luke didn't even notice. You'd make a good salesperson, miss. Don't suppose you'd mind managing my stall for a while, would you? Well, that was sooner than expected, but we're back in the Bostonius. Welcome back, sirs and madams. I trust the glorious weather helped shine some light on your investigation to make it a dazzling success. You know, Raymond, I was thinking of passing the egg on to you. But if you plan to make these terrible puns after each step of our journey... He made puns? I didn't even notice. He's a pun master. After each step of our journey, maybe I'll hold on to it a little while longer. You needn't worry either way, as I believe the people of the Harmony Ring intended for Aurora to hold on to the egg. A wise decision, if ever there was one. It is disappointing that you weren't able to visit the ruins, though. You seem to be very well acquainted with our actions, Raymond. Master, you should know I am never too far away to keep an eye on things. Well then, I'll just prepare for takeoff, shall I? He was following us. Very fortunate that Raymond is aiding our cause. I feel he would make a powerful enemy if crossed. Yeah. You don't say. Professor Layton, Professor Sycamore, something's coming back to me about the Azran. Good tidings indeed. There is a facility that now lies under San Grio. It was used to harness the power of the moon and soothe nature's temper. Ah, you mean it could be used to control the seas? I think so. The facility was closed before our civilization reached its peak. Perhaps it had already accomplished its purpose. I'm sorry, that's all I can recall. It's all quite hazy. So the calm, luxurious shores of San Grio are in part provided by the Azran. Thank you, Aurora. You're welcome. It's nice to be able to share these memories. An ancient facility hidden underwater. I'm almost tempted to go deep-sea diving and see it for myself. Yeah, you could find some sick leviathan and synthesize a cure for your own disease. I miss Subnautica. I should play Subnautica again soon. Or get onto Subnautica Below Zero. Save your progress? No, I don't think I will. Nice art, though. It seems Chelmy has fallen for the sales tactics. New articles for the World Times. There we go. And a new episode. So, it's occurring to me there's kind of a pattern forming. At Hoogland, an Azran facility housing the egg was controlling the wind. And here in San Grio, an Azran facility housing the egg was controlling the water. I wonder if this pattern will hold, and in all the places to come, we'll have a similar pattern with weather or environment control. For the desert, I can quite imagine that it would be controlling the temperature of the locale. But the walled city and jungle are a bit more mystifying. We shall see. Anyway, what's good, Professor? The joy of discovery one finds through archaeological pursuit is just as prominent, if not more so, in aviation. I think he told us that before. Huh? Oh. I guess that works. No, it's not quite time to pick our next destination, eager as I am to do so. Keats, have I missed any puzzles? Meow? Kitty. Okay, there's no way that picked up on my microphone, but after I went meow, I heard my cat meow from elsewhere in the house. Oh, I love that freaking cat. Right, World Times. Let's check that out, shall we? No, episode first. That's right. Listen in on a pleasant chat between Martine, Miranda, and Javier as the sun beats down on the San Grio shore and the waves lap gently at their feet. I hate beaches so much. I don't like beaches. Is that weird? It's probably weird. I mean, I like looking at the sea, but that's just about the only part of beaches I enjoy. If my nose worked, maybe I could enjoy the smell of the beach. Apparently that's really nice. Hola again, Martine. Tell me, is Poponio cake with ice cream a winning combination like I thought it would be? Oui, it really is. Poponio cake has never been so refreshing. I just worry that I am overdoing it, you know? Girl, you are a stick figure. Treat yourself. Oh, don't worry about that. If it's tasty and it cools you down, that's all that really matters, isn't it? And hey, if I make some good sales, that's a real bonus. Hola, chicas. Fantastic weather today, no? When exactly is it not fantastic weather, Javier? Actually, Javier, you came at a good time. I've got a batch of brand new cake ideas ready for taste testing. Help yourself to as many as you like. Great, I've got quite the appetite after my mid-afternoon workout. Now, just so you know, Martine finished the last of the coconut ones, so I've only got starfish flavor left. Starfish? Starfish? See, starfish. I'm working my way through all the local ingredients, trying to find a new taste sensation. My mind cannot even conceptualize what starfish tastes like. I mean, given that all sorts of fish and sea creatures are, commonly sold delicacies, I imagine starfish are all but inedible. But I thought your Poponio cakes were supposed to be traditional. They are! The Poponio Cakes Unleashed recipe book clearly states that any local ingredient is fair game. Hey, this isn't bad. Well, they do say San Grio gets enough sun to turn the sea salt into sea sugar. Oh, come on, there's no way that can be true. I heard it was the sand that turned into sugar. Anyway, thanks for your feedback, guys. Always a pleasure, mon ami. Of all the countries I visited, there is really nowhere I would rather be than here in San Grio. Well, that's the power of the Harmony Ring. I've been wondering, Martine, what made you start traveling in the first place? Well, once upon a time, I lived a quiet life in a peaceful neighborhood. But then tragedy struck. I was accused of a crime most terrible. But does this mean you're running from the police? What was the crime? They said I was too gaudy, too garish. Alas, it was a crime of fashion. Oh, you joker, Martine. You were just kidding, right? None, c'est vrai, and they shall never catch me again. I mean, it's Miranda over there with a real crime. Polka dot dresses, man. I don't like them. But then, who am I to tell people what they can and cannot wear? If Martine feels happy in those clothes, I'll just shut up. World Times. Whoa! 4! 4 new things, alright. Restaurateur revels in accolade. San Grio has been chosen as one of the world's best resorts. A local restaurateur welcomed the news, looking forward to the custom it will bring. That's probably Bud. Keep an eye on your room keys. Tourists are warned to be vigilant as room key theft rises in San Grio. One victim says, I was so enthralled by that hotel fish tank, I never knew they were gone. Then darkness falls on Lakeside Town. A widespread power outage takes COD's residents by surprise. According to one woman, you'd need something huge to knock out our grid. And finally, a bright future for archaeology. A new archaeological analysis device has been installed at London's Gresham University. The staff have responded warmly and enthusiastically. Huh. Well, I want to check out all of these, so let's head to London first. I feel like it's been a while since we were there. Certainly has for me. To London. Is that Luke's mom? Gresham University, ranked among the top 5% for archaeological studies. It is a very impressive faculty. They're making some of the most exciting developments in the field right now. Yes, one of their inventions was featured in the World Times, was it not? Perhaps a quick tour is in order. A splendid idea. I expect it will be in the research department in the building to our left. Ah! New spot on the map to look. Yeah, she wouldn't have anything new, right? Wonder if anyone would notice if I slipped into the third-year kinematics lectures. It's hard to get my head around the physics. Kinda tempted to just explore the entirety of London, see if anything new has popped up. Do I want to? We can talk to the dean. Does the dean have anything for us? No. That's a good sign. Yeah, I definitely remember that line. No, a giant mechanical spider ate it. You understand? Alright. Oh, it's Clark. Nice. Wasn't me? I'm out of here. Like, the first thing to do, man. I love vandalism. Everything in here looks really complicated. Trying to find the documents you need must be a nightmare. Each of these drawers is filled with invaluable research data. Oh. A puzzle? What's this? A puzzle? Puzzle 88. Bibliophiling 3. Uh-oh. Oh, this one. Oh. This pile of books has just been returned to the library, and it's your job to tidy them up. Your instructions say that the numbers next to and above each shelf indicate how many books should be in that row or column. Also, some books are part of a series, so they're bundled together to make them easier for people to find. Yeah, they can be rotated too. God, this one... This one has 6 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. They're 7 by 6, huh? They're 8 by 6. My bad. I am looking for one choice that is clearly indicated. Well, this one here, it reads 4. And down here, there's just 1, so if we freed up some space, you could, put these 2 like this. Now this fulfills this row, or this column. And leaves a lot of option for the bottom row. Why do I have to torture myself? This level of difficulty I'm facing is exactly what hints are for. I'm doing it. You should start by thinking about where the red bundles need to be positioned. Look at which rows and columns have the biggest numbers on them, and you should have a fairly good idea of where the red bundles need to go. Okay. So you're saying we can try something like this? And that? Well, if these are positioned like so, can mark these out. The next largest that a red could fit in would be... Oh. Okay, no, let's move this over here. Then move this over this way. Now this row has 5, right? Uh-huh. Everything works out, so this is still correct. And that's solved. And this works too. So add one more book to this, which may as well be this one. So that knocks out these. Yeah? I need to put 4 in this one. No. No, this one can't go here. It would have to go like this maybe. Then I put a blue one here. Another green this way. So now, that works out. This is correct. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Then fine, move this one down. This one can go here. Now that's still correct. That's correct. This still works. Need to add a 2 to this one. Put one here. That works out. I need to add one more to this row. Where can I put that here? I'm run out of 2s. Shoot, I have hit a dead end. Well, in that case, time for another hint. You'll have noticed while trying to position the red bundles that there are several rows and columns labeled with a number that's 4 or higher. Of the columns, though, there's only one where a red bundle can actually fit. Oh. If you assign one of the red bundles to this column, it won't be difficult to work out where the other red bundles need to go. The only one where it can fit... Yeah, it's this one. So I was definitely right somehow putting something like this. But there's 3 possible positions this could go. That's a lot of permutations to work through. So I'll save myself some time. Oh! Oh, hell yeah! My god, is this the first time I'm seeing an actual image in a hint? What? I mean, I haven't used many hint coins here in Azran Legacy, but wow. Okay. What was that? No, wrong. What did that look like? Okay, kind of the middle. And then... rightmost one over that square. Okay, from here, it should be simple. So, let's return to our tried and true strategy and mark out everything that, is correct. 4 goes there. 2 is solved there. 2 for that one. The third could go there. This works real nice if you put a blue in there. So let's try that. That solves for 5 there. Oh, this is solved. That's good to know. Maybe you could put one like this. That solves that column, and this column, as well as this row. So we need one more book in this row. Should probably go... Oh, that's correct, too. Oh, wait, shoot, no, I need way more in that one. Ah! Where did I go wrong? Damn it! Back to the drawing board. Just give me a minute. I'll solve this. I'll solve this eventually. Oh! Yes! Oh, finally! Right, am I sure everything works out? Let's clear this. 1, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 4, 1. Yeah. 2, 5, 3, 6, 4, 1. That's it!
Let's try this. Puzzles are a tonic for the mind.
God, some real pain in the ass puzzles today, huh? God. A job well done. All the books are right back where they're supposed to be. Well, at least until the next borrower comes along. This library sucks. That was satisfying. I suddenly find myself wanting to investigate everything I see. Let's do just that, then. Some of the contraptions in this laboratory are just mind-blowing. Choice of words, Luke. We analyze our artifacts using only the latest technology. Gressenheller's facilities are unmatched anywhere in the country. This device doesn't look like it gets a lot of use, whatever it is. I'm curious about what's under the sheet. Can I take a look, Professor? Not unless you want to get covered in dust, Luke. Wasn't me? Is that a paper towel? With the wrappings of a mummy? Probably a paper towel. I feel like sometimes I take the existence of paper towels for granted. They're so useful. Oh, a retro flying saucer? Alright. Mr. Poo-Poo, is that you? Are you in there? Many people will think back fondly to the time these toys were first released. Careful, it can clone you if you stand too close. Oh. I heard that. There it is. That's probably everything, so... let's see how Clark is doing, shall we? Ah, Hershel, it's good to see you again. And Professor Sycamore, wasn't it? A pleasure to see you again, Dr. Triton. I didn't realize you worked at the same university as the professor here. Yes, for 2 years now. I've been working on several very exciting developments in the department with Dean Delmona. Now, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit today? Well, speaking of developments in the department, we thought we would have a look at this new machine you have here. Ah, you came to see this beauty. Impressive. Clark, seeing as you're here, you wouldn't mind giving us a quick demonstration, would you? I'd love to, Hershel, but unfortunately it's in the middle of some fine-tuning. It won't be up and running again for a while. Oh, that is a shame. Did it malfunction? Some students tried tinkering with it and ended up ruining the calibrations. Still, what can you do? Were they up to no good? I could teach them a lesson for you. Goodness, no. They had good intentions. It's just that some of the more confident students tend to overlook the instructions. Gressenheller students are quite the impassioned lot, after all. But that's not the proper way to do things. They should follow your example, Professor. Hershel could be just as foolhardy when he was their age. It takes time for people to mature. But this is different. Is it really? I seem to remember Hershel tampering with and then breaking an oscilloscope during his students' days. A what? But, Clark, you know that was an accident. An accident which could easily have been avoided had your floor not been so littered with books. Am I wrong? Perhaps not. I'm a far more responsible person now, though, Clark. But the floor in your office is still littered with books. Well, yes, perhaps I'm still a tad disorganized, but the difference between then and now is like night and day. In any case, we must be getting on. Yes, I can see you have a lot to deal with. Let me know when you're in London again, and we can catch up on old times. See you again soon, Dad. Case closed. Huh. I was thinking that maybe we could solve a puzzle to fix the machine, but I'm thinking the game developers don't know what that machine does anyway. Or, as well, I should say. You just take care of yourself, Luke, and do try to stop poking into everything you see. But Dad, I need to find hint coins. Speaking of, the squirrel pointed out one I'm missing. Where is it? Where? I mean, I'm not fussed about hint coins. I have enough to carry me for the rest of the game. Never mind the ones I'm gonna find in the future and all the locations yet to visit. Yeah, boy, I am not finding it. Oh. Ooh. Wasn't me? Let's get out of here. Well, next we should go to Cod, but, what's going on at Kensington? No, let's try Scotland Yard. I'm curious to see if we'll find anything new. It's Grosky. Hey, buddy. Layton, what are you doing here? Never mind, I've no time to chat anyway. Still in a secret mission. For the Yard. I'm glad we made the trip. Arson, fraud, shameless hint abuse. I've heard it all and I'm ready for anything. I feel like I should get out of here before it catches on. I'm not fussed about looking around for new puzzles. To be sure, before some point of no return in this game, we'll definitely check every single location around the whole world. But until then, I'm fine just letting some locations be. Now, let's go to, Cod. I'm sorry, who is that? You're definitely new. Pavlova. Ee-hee. Hee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Is that laughter? Oh, sorry, that's me. Hee-hee-hee. Tell me, are you familiar with the World Times? Yes. Indeed we are. I presume you're bringing up the topic because of their article on the power outage around here. That's the one. They interviewed me, you know. I had a veritable glut of things to say, but they condensed it into almost nothing. That's how it usually goes, yes. The wording of the report seemed to imply our landing here was the cause of the problem. Oh my goodness, is that so? Is that what reporters think causes power outages? What a strange lot. But you mustn't blame it on yourselves, because it didn't cause the kerfuffle. that article was somewhat inaccurate. Oh, you'd think a reporter for the World Times would have trustworthy sources. Well, it's not their fault. It's not yours either. It's mine. Yours? Yes, mine. You see, we were stringing up lights for the COD annual festival and, well, we used too many, I suppose. There was a funny popping sound and then the whole town was plunged into darkness. I'm surprised nobody threw a wobbly. A what? Then later the reporter came and bombarded me with questions, so I might have panicked and given a few misleading answers. Lighting up the town sounds like a nice idea, but it really ought to be done by professionals. Even though they say practice makes perfect. These lights are a trifle smaller than the ones we tried to put up, but why don't you have a go at it? I can try. Oh, is this gonna be the lanterns ones, where you have to... Not... Yeah, this one. Oh, I like this puzzle. You're hanging festive lanterns for the town carnival, and, of course, you wouldn't dream of disregarding the carnival committee's picky requests. Any more than one lamp per street would quite ruin the ambience. That won't do at all, and it's just horrid to have beams of the same color crossing. Be sure not to do that. Can you position the lanterns according to these demands and still light every street in town, all the way from one end to the other? Oh boy. This one's hard. I remember we found the first one of these early in the game and I was baffled by how difficult it was. One lamp per street. No crossing the same color. Ugh. Please grease my wheels. You've only got one green lantern, but that only makes its positioning even more important. Start out simply by positioning your lantern so that every street is lit up, and take things from there. Okay. Maybe this one. What would the green lantern cover the most? That's 5. Can I do more than that? That's also 5. That one speaks to me. Let's try that one. Can't have beams of the same color crossing. This could work. No, we're close though. Shoot, and these streets aren't lit up. I think I'm onto something with the placement of this green lantern. I quite like that one. Tell you what, I'll give this a minute, see what I can figure out. I must be close. Kinda. Kind of. You kidding me? I've been at this for like 4 minutes. I really cannot figure out how to light every street up. Give me something more concrete to work with, please. The green lantern needs to be positioned somewhere around the top left corner of the map? This doesn't go on the edge of the map. Instead, it should be positioned on one of the inner streets. Probably this one. It probably goes there. Yeah, that covers 5. That's pretty good. Okay. So if something goes there, how do I light up every street? Everyone. No. Shoot, how do I light up everyone? Hypothetically, if I can figure out how to light up every single street, then at that point it should be a matter of trying to swap them around and see what goes where. Ugh. So how do I get this working? See, I was right. Oh, wow, alright. Well, now that I know the secret of just figuring out how to light them all up in the first place and then swapping between them, next time I run across a puzzle like this, it'll be very easy. There we go.
Upon careful consideration, logical thinking is essential in my line of work.
You made light work of that one. You have to admit, the image of the lights reflected on the lake is quite magical. Oh, I got a fluffy bag. Can I solve the dress-up game for the first person? Oh, thank you so much. When we get it up and running, everyone else is going to be a right jealous jelly. It seems that in this age, challenges can come in all shapes and colors. In this age? Hehehe, what century did you come from? Oh, young people have the funniest ideas, don't they? They do. Their minds are saturated with all sorts of heady ideas. Anyway, thank you for the solution. I'd have got into a right kettle of fish over it myself. Just wait for next year's article. I can see the headline now. Cod illuminations seen from space. It seems a bit much to expect people to go to space to view the illuminations. I could see it. So, before we finish this video, let's squeeze in a quick dress-up. This will be very satisfying, right? So, I think we used the pants somewhere else. I think we gave it to, yeah, Brenda, so maybe we can find something else. She wanted cute, 4 stars or more? So let's see what we can work with here. The bag. Yeah, yellow. Very cute. Needs some kind of pants? Not trendy. Comfy tracksuit? That's casual. Fluttery skirt? That could do it. Let's try that. Okay. We'll see what she has to say about this nightmare nonsense. Right. Ah, well, it's definitely cute. What does she want? A skirt? A pink skirt? We're close then. A pink skirt, you say? I don't have one. Confound it! Ugh! It is unbelievable how long the game is making me wait to finish this. Okay, well, under normal circumstances, I would like to go back to San Grio and close out the 2 remaining cases from the World Times, but these are not normal circumstances. I'm actually... Look, these puzzles were way more difficult and time-consuming than I expected, and I'm actually running up on my deadline here. I need to be somewhere in like 4 minutes, so I need to wrap things up pronto. Next time, we will not continue the World Times adventures. No. Next time, we're going to keep the trend, keep the schedule. We're going to a new location. And after we're done in this third location, odds are we'll have so many World Times that we can probably make like 2 videos out of them. I don't know. We'll make up for it later, but for now, yeah, I need to go. So, yeah, that's enough yapping. Cutting myself off. I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more of Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.